for you. Let us talk.
Francisco over the summer, and she was our first guest on our tour down in San Francisco while she was doing Call Me Madam. She is a MAC Award winner, she is a Bistro Award winner, she has hosted the MAC Awards, she'll be one of the hosts this year for the Bistro Awards. Her show is having amazing success at the Snapple Theater every Saturday night at 6 o'clock?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. She is one of my favorite performers. Will you please welcome the amazing Klea Blackhurst.
In San Francisco, Stacy introduced Kleah, and it was hysterical. They've known each other for years, went out for dinners, drinks, the whole 9 yards, and called her Klea Blackhurst. Yeah.
I kept waiting for the punchline, but he was done.
And you know what? He was done.
I said, you get him off that stage or I won't come on again. Get me a lesbian and a nice jacket.
Amazing success with the show.
This show is the craziest. I started the show in 2001, a long time ago, and I didn't know anything about cabaret then. You know, I didn't know you couldn't have, I don't know, I didn't know anything about it. So I just wrote this show and gave myself the starring part. Right? And then it just sort of took on a life of its own. I mean, it books very well across the country, but now it's here in a theater, on the stage with a fantastic kids. Yeah,
and I read a really good quote. I love this. It's a critic wrote, "It's the kind of show I can see every week. It's better than sex or drugs."
I love this.
We're talking about this show. What's the name of it?
Oh, Everything the Traffic Will Allow. The songs and sass of Ethel Merman. And the big secret is, and I paid a publicist so much money to say that he can't be here tonight, so let me just tell you. I don't impersonate Ethel Merman. That's the big thing for me. It's one personality paying tribute to another big personality. And the real secret is you end up learning a whole lot about me because I'm talking about great material, a great personality, great person. So, you know, so I hope you'll give it a chance. I get a lot of people who say, well, I'll come see whatever you do next, but I hate Ethel Merman. I mean, they really still say that to me after, you know, 6 write-ups in the New York Times about how I don't impersonate. It doesn't matter.
What is the biggest myth that's out there about Ethel Merman?
That she never sang with a microphone, that she was Jewish, that she was a lesbian. I mean, where do you want it to go? There's no idea.
I mean, since she was a lesbian?
Oh yeah, well there's famous things, you know. I've had women come to the show and they were so sad that it wasn't about a sister. Why didn't you say it was? I said, you know, I'd like her to be, she just wasn't. It's not that big a deal, you know, it's not that big a deal.
But so, there's also a story about her, and I can't remember what the show that she was doing, where she was singing the song and hitting the big old note, and there was somebody drunk in the audience, and she just kind of throws him over her shoulder and just out of the
Well, that's actually one of my favorite apocrypha. I call them the apocrypha, these stories. That story, actually Elaine Stritch tells it in her show. That's its most current incarnation, right? And what I love about this story, now if Elaine were here, I would not argue with her. Never would, never.
Never argue with Elaine.
But if she's not here, I will take issue with it at this point. She's singing, in Elaine's story, she's singing, Merman singing, and Stritch was of course Merman's understudy, so there was a certain provenance to why she would be standing there. She says, money, 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 can you use any money today? And a drunk in the second row says, come on Ethel, baby, I'll give you some money right here. What do I do? It's like, it escalates, the story escalates, and in Stritch's story, dude, she holds the nose, she goes out, she goes down the steps, she grabs the guy, she takes him out, puts him in the gutter, she comes around to the stage door, comes back in, gay! Right? Okay, so that's the story. Now, if you spent one night in the theater, certainly working in the theater, you know. Where's the house manager? Where's the stage manager? Where's anybody? This woman was about 5'1", 4.5", her feet were 4.5.
Wow.
Where she's going to pick him up. What I love about the story, because I don't believe it happened. Because A, Jack Klugman tells a story very similar about Small World in Gypsy Guy's Brunch. He says, well, isn't it? You know, same story. It's like, she did it in every show she ever did. But what I love about it is there is no way that you would believe that story about anybody other than Ethel Merman. Oh, Gertrude Lawrence, yeah, she stopped during like getting to know you and removed it.
She also takes boxing lessons.
Oh my God, yes.
Listen,
Show it. You have to. She's frightening. Oh, good.
I can take about 3 shots and then I run. No, I love it. It's the best workout you can possibly get. Skipping rope, shadow boxing, that means you hit yourself in the mirror. It's awesome.
On Wii, we have the thing where you box the guy.
No, it's great. That's how I get my exercise. You take out critics, say one kind of questionable thing about you, and you do 4 rounds on a heavy bag, you're like, whatever.
On our topic, how did you and your partner, because you have a partner that is 14 years
17.
old? 17. Only 17 years old?
Yes, we're sort of shocked when we stop and do the math, but it's 17 years.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Give me some hope.
Hey, listen,
But wait, so
On the
how
internet,
did
how'd
you
you
meet?
meet?
we did not meet on the, there was no such thing as the internet 17 years ago, can you imagine? Wouldn't that be cute? We still had to talk to each other long distance. Remember long distance? $900 phone bills, you know, when you go on the road. We met, it's the same thing, sort of like mutual friends, and the same thing I think that I heard earlier. A friend of mine my sister had just got married, moved out. I had this big house in New Jersey. My friend calls and said, what are you going to do in Nanette's room now that she got married? I said, oh, why, what's up? Well, you know, Pam and her girlfriend have split. She needs someplace to go. I'm like, must move quickly. Must move quickly. She's not going to remain single. So it was fabulous. I moved very quickly, and it really worked out. She's awesome.
Your show every
My show, listen how simple this is.
Yeah.
Every Saturday at 5. Well, I have a country house, you say. I might say, well, maybe if you stay in the city one weekend, you could see it because it's every Saturday at 5. That seems like an odd time. Well, maybe if you ever get used to the idea, you could come on Saturday at 5. Listen, the show is 90 minutes and it's almost like I have a gun to my own head to make it that way. I don't want her, I just do my show, I do this thing.
You can do your show, go to dinner, and go see your Broadway show.
Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do. And you can go to dinner. Tourists come in. They go to a matinee. They go to my show. They have dinner. They go to an evening show.
I brought my mom when she was in town. You should, whenever your family comes to town, take them to
It's so
Kleah show.
harmless. Like your grandma would like it, and your 7-year-old
Everybody
nephew.
will.
It doesn't matter if you know what I'm
All
talking about.
ages.
Just come. It's
What
fun.
time is it again?
It's fine.
Will you do another?
Oh yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Okay.
It's up for you.